Good afternoon, I'm Josh Duncan, and these are some of the top headlines out of the KelownaNow newsroom today. The BC government is extending the so-called grape replacement program into 2025. It was originally approved in 2024 in response to the significant January cold snap that essentially killed the wine grape harvest last fall. Essentially, the province approved replacement support so Okanagan wineries could buy grapes and juice from outside of BC to keep production humming and workers employed making crafted in BC wines, even if they technically weren't homemade in the traditional sense. Well, the wineries need at least one more year to recover, hence the extension of the program. The grapevines that died last January were replanted quickly, but most won't yield grapes that can be used for wine for at least 3 or 4 years. In the meantime, most local wineries will look directly south to Washington for replacements, while also leaning on shipments from Oregon, California, Ontario, and even as far away as New Zealand. Police say arson is to blame for a fire at the Super 8 motel in West Kelowna last night. Emergency crews responded to the suspicious fire at the motel in the 1600 block of Westgate Road around 7:30 p.m. Tuesday. According to police, a male suspect was seen in the area wearing black pants, black sneakers, and a transparent blue bag over his head. A police dog and drone were deployed quickly, but the suspect was not located. This is the latest in a string of suspicious fires in West Kelowna, although the several before Tuesday nights were brush fires. 2 people were arrested last week in connection to a pair of grass fires, but other similar incidents that have happened recently remain under investigation. British Columbia has a new multi-millionaire after last night's Lotto Max draw. Was it you? If you haven't checked your ticket, you should probably go online and check KelownaNow.com. You can see if you are a few zeros richer in your account. The BCLC says a lucky Lotto player who bought their ticket through the online platform KelownaNow.com matched all 7 winning numbers to take home the whopping $31 million prize. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, it was not me. Those winning numbers, in case you were wondering, 8, 9, 23, 30, 38, 40, and 43. Whoever has those winning numbers on their ticket now gets 52 weeks to come forward and claim their life-changing prize. Once that happens, the BCLC will make their identity public. Just in case you were wondering, the odds of winning the Lotto Max jackpot on a $5 play are 1 in 33,294,800. So you're saying there's a chance? Another day, another major development in the clash between Canadian Food Inspection Agency agents and RCMP officers and supporters of the Universal Ostrich Farm in Edgewood, BC, near Nakusp. After a chaotic 48 hours that saw tensions rise between the 3 parties, as well as arrests and a fire, the Supreme Court of Canada stepped in this morning and issued an interim stay of proceedings on the CFIA's December 2024 order to cull the flock of 400 birds. That means the ostriches are safe for now, news that was received with overwhelming joy by farm owners and supporters this morning. The interim stay is in place until the Supreme Court makes a decision on the farm's appeal of a lower court's ruling that the cull could proceed. That cull was ordered last December because of an avian flu outbreak at the farm. Until that happens, the CFIA will stay at the property and maintain custody of the birds, and the farm is not allowed to interfere with that federal oversight. After the arrested on Tuesday, were co-owner Karen Esperson and farm spokesperson Katie Petisney. Police were once again thrust into action today. There was an early morning fire breaking out at the property. The fire, which has been deemed suspicious, engulfed a wall of hay bales that were allegedly being set up to assist with the planned cull. The chilly mornings of fall have arrived, certainly, and the rest of the forecast is expected to follow as early as this weekend. Potential rain and daytime highs in the teens expected for some parts of the interior. As a result, the BC Wildfire Service says it will lift the campfire ban for the Okanagan and surrounding regions at noon on Monday, that is the 29th. It went into effect on August 28th amid hot temperatures and increased fire behavior. We almost made it a full summer without a campfire ban, but it came in late. Unfortunately, though, natural burning campfires always banned within Kelowna city limits, but this is good news if you're doing some late season camping, live on an RDCO property, or simply want to drive up one of our awesome local Forest Service roads for a little weekend campfire and drinking session up there. If you're thinking a little bigger, like a bonfire or open burn, they are still banned in the region, but typically become legal in early to mid-October. So keep an eye out for that news bulletin in the next week or two. All right, a quick look at the forecast. While the sun is still out there today, it's a little hazy and smoky, and that kind of began yesterday, and that has produced a special air quality statement for the central Okanagan. We are at our high of 27 degrees, though, and it's going to get down to 9 overnight under mostly clear skies, but still a little hazy. More sunshine tomorrow, a high of 27 expected, and we'll see if this smoky stuff sticks around. That is it for me today, but you can read up on all these stories and plenty more over at KelownaNow.com. Also, be sure, as always, to check out the KelownaNow X account and Now Media's YouTube and TikTok pages for even more content from the newsroom. Have yourself a wonderful night, Kelowna. I will be back in this chair tomorrow for a look at more headlines for you. We'll see you then.
We don't just report the news. We live here, too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Kelowna Now.